Hey, how's everybody doing? This is JJ with Deluxe Vehicle Detailing and Paint Correction. I am at the home shop in beautiful Bel Air Bluffs, and I am just going to go over some quick strategies on doing some hand paint correction on this beautiful red 2000 Hummer H1 turbo diesel. That's the turbo diesel. This thing's all rebuilt, blueprint balanced motor, interior, all kinds of stuff going on. You can just kind of see through the windshield. Everything's kind of taken apart. It's painted in various stages. The hood is in clear coat. The rest of it is in single stage. Bring in here, you can see this, where my finger is. You can see where the paint goes from one paint to faded paint. And that's why I kind of already lightly went over this. This is just a light, I'm not even really calling it a full one step. The guy's going to have the whole thing repainted. He just wanted it kind of polished out quickly and just a 6-month sealant on it. He, had various people try and do some work on this thing, and someone really botched a ceramic coating, which is where I came in to fix the problem. So anyway, that was just on the hood. This area over the windshield, if you've ever done an H1, and I'm going to tell you, this is my first H1, whatever you're thinking about charging, double it. And like this 7-foot wide roof on the Hummer alone is probably as much paint as a lot of cars have. So anyway, it's going to take a while, and I just want to quickly show you some of my strategies that I go through. So one, I'm using Sonax Cut Max. If you are familiar with this product, it does a nice job. It finishes down fairly well. You can see on the cut and the gloss. Focus. I'm talking to myself, not the camera. 6 on the cut, 3 on the gloss. So this is a great 2-step type product, but in the moment, for getting some of this oxidation, some of this hazy, faded paint to pop up a little bit, as I have done on the one side already, on the far side, you can see how glossy it looks over there. I cut up some pads. This happens to just be the cheap orange Harbor Freight pad, which if you're going to cut up a pad, why not cut up a, $8 pad? But I cut them into various shapes and sizes to get into tight areas when I'm doing paint correction, because they're just, to polish every single square millimeter of a car or a boat or what have you, occasionally you've got to get some hand polishing in. So, the process is just, pretty simple, really. I've got 3 different substrates here with the Cut Max on it. I've got my foam pad. This one is shaped nicely that I can get into some tight areas. I've got the edge of a 3-inch Meguiar's microfiber cutting disc. And I also have, I believe this is a Chemical Guys microfiber application pad. And I've already got red on this. This isn't actually from this vehicle. This is another single stage red that I had. And so I kind of just put those off to the side. Good time to pull them out. So let me pause with you. I'm going to rearrange myself and get my footing on that tire and over on the center area there where I can put a foot down. And I'm just going to kind of just show you what you're going to need to do to get around all of these. You can't put a pad around this. This is a nut head, bolt head, screw head, what have you, but it's a hex, and it will just rip the ever-living bejesus out of your pads. You've got to get around this with the windshield wiper. Luckily, that stays out. And let me just pause you for a second. I'm going to be right back. All right, so I'm going to, show you. I already came into this section with my 3-inch, and I'm able to get on a DA, I'm able to get some of these areas, but not enough. So I'm not happy with this. It looks, discolored here, and it's shinier here. This thing was really, really faded as well. This came out beautiful, this center mark. But what you're going to have to do is by hand be able to get something that gets in nice and tight where you can literally get to the edge and polish with your choice of cutting compound to even out all of these areas. And I think the Hummer, sorry if I'm just I think the Hummer is a great example because there is just so many difficult places. So I'm kind of doing a multi-step on this, right? I am able to get around these nut heads, bolt heads, screw heads that have everything on here. I'm able to get to the edge, see, remove some red. Then I'm coming over with probably got a little too much on there. Dab some of that off. I'm able to get in with the microfiber cutting disc and do the same thing immediately following that. It just, those little fibers reach in nice and tight. Looks like I could do a little better right over the top there. Good. And I'm not going to take you all through. Again, I'll show you. You're going to remove pigment when you are working on single stage paint. So here we are here. You can see how faded this is. It's got some, looks like water spots. The one side of the vehicle looks like it was parked near a sprinkler system with the beautiful, beautiful hard water. So again, you can see how this paint stops right at the edge. The guy's had this a long time. It's his pride and joy. I'm gonna rub this in a little bit. Get that worked into the microfiber. Forgive my one-handedness on all of this. But I wanted to be able to take you and show you that, something like this is great for these big flat areas that come down. Back you out a little bit here. But if you kind of go over it with several different medium types, and this pad is nice, it's thick, so when you push it, you can get into these tight areas, right? You don't get a lot of great, oomph out of a pad like this, but I think this is just a nice finish on the section. So let's wipe that off. Good. I've got some paint prep. I use OPT to get everything ready for the coating and to remove the polishing oils. That is Optimum Paint Technologies. So, look what we've achieved just in a little bit of work. And I'm going to continue to go down along this whole process and just get this to pop a little bit better. This top section here is just completely oxidized through. But I'm going to do the best, and that's what I do for each and every one of my clients. So anyway, I thank you for being with me, taking part in just having me show you quick, some strategies that you can use when you do need to hand polish. There's a lot of different ways to do this, but this has been something I've been doing since the 70s. Love single stage paint, love working on it. And anyway, just thought I'd share. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things you need to do. Help this channel grow, pushing towards 1,000 still. And I will see you in the next video. Enjoy making your vehicles beautiful.